I'm Stefan Holt, and this is News 4 Now for Thursday, January 31st. First up, yes, the weather. I don't even have to tell you, it's cold out there, but there is a warm-up that could be on the way sooner than you think. Here's a look at the Bryant Park fountain, which you can almost count on to be frozen when it's this cold. It was just 4 degrees when we shot this morning, with a wind chill of more than 12 below. Other parts of the area felt like negative 30. The frigid temperatures causing water main breaks, even broken rails on the Long Island Railroad. Luckily, there is a meltdown on the way. We'll be in the 20s and less windy tomorrow. On Saturday, highs will be back above the freezing mark. And look at that high on Tuesday, nearly 60 degrees. A historic New Jersey paper mill has been reduced to rubble and covered in a thick sheet of ice after a 10-alarm fire. Miraculously, no one was hurt in this inferno at the MARCAL paper plant in Elmwood Park last night. The smoke could be seen for miles. It was even picked up by our Storm Tracker 4 radar. It took firefighters more than 12 hours to get the flames under control. It's not clear what sparked the fire. Today, Governor Murphy toured the destruction.
It's devastating. You got 500 people who work here who are out of work. Thank God, no injuries, no fatalities. Extraordinary heroism by first responders.
And that wasn't the only fire raging in our area in this bitter cold. 15 cars were destroyed, another 2 damaged at a parking garage at Newark Liberty International Airport. This 2006 Dodge Durango was the first vehicle to burn. Sources tell us that its alternator may have started the fire. Defense lawyers made their final case today to jurors in the trial of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. In closing arguments, they accused witnesses of lying. That includes one former associate who claimed El Chapo paid a $100 million bribe so the former Mexican president could call off a manhunt. His attorneys argued that it made no sense since Guzman was captured anyway. He faces multiple charges of drug trafficking, conspiracy, and murder. If convicted, El Chapo could spend the rest of his life in prison. Finally, Kristaps Porzingis was once the centerpiece of the Knicks' future plans. Now, he's being traded. According to multiple reports, the team will send the 23-year-old to the Dallas Mavericks as part of a 7-player deal. The Latvian was the 4th overall pick back in 2015 and has been a fan favorite his entire time in New York. Right now, Porzingis is recovering from an ACL injury that has kept him out of the game this season. The move frees up loads of cap space for the Knicks next summer, giving them room to sign 2 marquee free agents. That's all for News 4 Now. Keep watching to see more on a deal to fix NYCHA under the eye of a federal monitor. I'm Stefan Holt. Thanks for checking in.
Political adversaries on paper. Today, Mayor Bill de Blasio and HUD Secretary Ben Carson said they're on the same page when it comes to fixing NYCHA.
I have to tell you, it's been a pleasure actually working with the mayor, with SDNY. You know, this has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans. It has everything to do with the people.
The 400,000 residents of New York City public housing grappling with balky boilers and fears of lead paint exposure, learning today that the city promises to pay $2.2 billion over the next 10 years. An outside monitor reports on progress every quarter, and NYCHA must achieve key benchmarks on lead paint remediation, keeping the heat on, and making repairs. But some lifelong tenants are furious. The federal government now gets to approve the next chairperson of NYCHA, while at the same time slashing federal funds.
They have destroyed us. They have starved our housing.
Others wonder how a monitor will make a difference when basic needs like heat remain unreliable.
They never fix the boiler properly. In the summer, the heat is blasted, and in the winter, we got no heat.
But Mayor de Blasio said today is a vote of confidence NYCHA is bouncing back. After a horrendous winter last year, faster repairs this season, and now money pledged towards future improvements.
But we certainly have real resources available right now to start this serious work and to reach the goals that are in this plan.
And perhaps it's fitting that this new 28-page deal signed by the city and the feds comes out on the coldest day of the winter so far. In it, the city pledges to commit billions of dollars to improve NYCHA noticeably in the next 10 years. On the Lower East Side, Andrew Sick, News 4 New York.